Hi, I'm Austin. In the web world, I work with content. I'm excited to walk you through our first section, content. You may have heard the phrase, content is king. Well, there's a reason for this. Websites start with content. Content is all the things you want to communicate to your website visitors, including headlines, paragraphs, pictures, links, and more. Bottom line, if it's something your site needs to communicate what you want to say, then it's content. In order to start planning a website, you need to know what the content is. And in order to know what the content is, you need to know what the website is about. We'll refer to what your website is about as a topic. You also want to decide what you hope users will get out of visiting your site. We'll refer to that as a goal. When our team decided to make a website for today, we picked the topic of NASA and space. And the goal we wanted to achieve was to inspire interest in NASA and share the women who have impacted space exploration. Today, you're going to build your own website. And the first step to doing that is to pick a topic. To get you brainstorming, some other topic examples are summer vacation, Harry Potter, and Taylor Swift. But the best place to look for a topic is in what interests you. What do you enjoy doing or learning more about? A goal for a summer vacation website may be to share what you did last summer. For a Harry Potter website, the goal may be to show how exciting reading can be. And if your website topic is Taylor Swift, the goal may be to promote her latest tour. Hopefully, your brain is already thinking about what you'd like to build a site about. But here's your chance to make a decision. We're going to do an exercise. We'll do lots of these today. Take some time to pick a topic for your website. Then, set one goal you'd like your website to accomplish around that topic. Sometimes, it's most helpful to get input on your idea from someone else, so pair up with a buddy for this exercise. Now, pause this video to complete the exercise. Now that you have your topic and goal, let's move on to developing content around that topic and goal. There are lots of ways to develop content, but today we're going to use a simple tool called CodePen. Eventually, we're going to house our content in CodePen. Before we do that, we need to create a CodePen account. In your browser, type codepen.io and click Sign Up in the top right. We don't want any of these payment plan options, so let's scroll down and click Free Plan. Enter your name, username, email, and password. If you're not a robot, click I'm not a robot. And sign up. Now we won't fill out our profile quite yet. We'll save that for another time. So scroll down to the bottom and press Save and Continue. All right, now that we have our account created, let's click New Pen in the top right. We have our HTML, CSS, and JS editors open. There are different views you can set. There's this one as well, and then there's this third option, which is our preference. So we're going to choose this option. Now the last thing we want to do is minimize our CSS and JS editors. Now it's super important to save your work in CodePen, but before you can do that, you have to title your pen. So make sure you set your title and save. All right, let's grab our content. Now that we have space set up to put our content, let's hop to it. We need a title for our site. Our topic is NASA and space, and our goal is to inspire interest in NASA and share women who've impacted space exploration. While many females other than astronauts have contributed to space exploration, we'd like to highlight female astronauts. So I'm going to title our site NASA Astronauts. As we thought about the site navigation, which you'll learn in the coming sections, we wanted to provide resources for visitors who were inspired by our site's topic and goal. After doing some research, we found two great resources we wanted to call out: nasa.gov and spacecamps.com. All right, now we're ready for our body text. Before highlighting some of the amazing women who've impacted space exploration, we wanted to share a little bit about our topic. For this, we went to nasa.gov. Now, I want to know specifically about astronauts, and I'm curious about the requirements, so I'm going to search for that. We've spent some time reading this page and pulled out some high-level information related to our topic. Now, there are more qualifications than just these four, so we'll want to include a link where our readers can go and visit all of the information. In the HTML section, you'll see how we apply a link to this text, but for now, let's just worry about the text itself. We'll say, find out more about the requirements for becoming a NASA astronaut, and link to it later. We're going to have this link not only direct visitors where to find more information, but we'll use it as our source attribution. Remember to keep copyright in mind when searching for your content. Be cautious not to blatantly plagiarize someone else. If you really like how something was said somewhere, you can put it in quotes and attribute the source. I'd really like a quote that could fit with our topic and goal, and I'm thinking there's something out there we could use. So let's go to Google and type in I love this one. So I'm going to copy and paste it into my site. One way to copy and paste information is to right click. To do this, press down the Control button and click. We'll copy here, and then we'll head over to our HTML editor and paste the same way, holding the Control button and clicking. Now, because this is a quote, we don't need to attribute it to anyone other than the person who said it. We want to provide a little more information about NASA. For this, we went to Wikipedia. This is a great, concise explanation, so we'll put this in quotes and attribute Wikipedia by linking back to it. All right, now it's time to highlight the women who've impacted space exploration. There were a ton of amazing women to choose from, but after much research, we picked these three. Wikipedia was our main source of information for these women and their contributions. We wanted to keep the content for each about the same length and a link to our source, Wikipedia, if a web visitor wanted to read more. It's okay for your content to look wonky in the browser, by the way. We'll spruce it up in the coming sections. Now, we've mentioned that content is more than just words, it's also images. For our NASA logo, we went to Wikimedia Commons. This is the one we want. Now we want the URL of the image, so we're going to click on the image and then right-click, again, holding down your Control key and clicking. And we want to select Open Image in New Window. We'll copy the URL with a right-click and paste into CodePen with a right-click. We need to add a source attribution to the image. We'll later make this a caption. For now, let's just write the text. We're going to do the exact same thing for the images for our female astronauts. These images we pulled from their Wikipedia pages. Now that you've seen me gather content for my NASA and space site, it's time for you to gather yours. Gather a title for your site, a paragraph or two that supports the goals of your site, maybe a list of things about your topic, some images, and a link or two to other websites. Make sure you put your content in the HTML window in CodePen just like I did. And remember to keep your goal in mind when gathering your content.